Manifesting works if you put in the work. Manifesting don't work if you just all ideas, all talk, all loud. You have to work. You have to put in the work. That's it. From this person, like that person. Oh, that person watches my podcast. When seniors trust you with their stories, you don't take that lightly, and I did not take that lightly. It's the great responsibility and making sure that when you put the content out there, people's names are not are put through the mud because they work for their career. You don't want to now ask questions or put them on the spot for stupid things, because I'm doing this to help people out there, and in that manner I make sure as well I do not taint people's careers in bad names or whatever the social media platform is used for these days. So this is not what this is about. This podcast, we are here to inspire, to motivate, and to restore hope in people. So this is what this podcast is about. So if there's some negative energy or you have thoughts about me trying to get something new to spice it up, it's not gonna happen. That's not the intent, and that's why I'm doing these reflections again, to remind myself why I started this. Why did I start this? I sit with myself, I sit with myself and ask myself why I started this. Am I deviating from this? Is it something that brings value? Is it something that I use to help the world or help someone out there? This is why I'm doing it. I'm not doing it for clout. I'm not doing it for whatever reasons. I don't know, but I'm doing this to help people, and I'm doing it for the young Greg that would have benefited from this. And I know I would have loved to watch this kind of content. I'm creating the content that I enjoy. So I know there's a couple of Gregs out there that would love this, and I know P-Squared podcast is built on consistency. It's built on consistency, driven by confidence, and guided by Christ. We all do things by faith. Hi guys, welcome to Peace Squared Podcast. Today's episode is about reflection. So I'm just going to do an episode reflection based on the 10-15 episodes that I've shot thus far. So I'm just going to give you what went well, what didn't go well, things that I've learned, and how the behind the scene went by, and what is it that I improved, and what is it that I have to let go of. And so just stick with me, and I hope this episode is not going to be the longest episode. So I'm planning to do it under 30 minutes. So let's see how that one goes. Okay, so the first one, it's just, and I prepared a couple of topics, so I'll just go through them one by one, and then I'll just keep on looking at the screen just to remind myself, because I prepared these questions and this recap notes about 3 weeks ago. So I kind of forgot about most of the content that is in here, so bear with me. Okay, so the episode 40. So let's start with that. This is going to be episode 40. So this isn't just a number. So I've done episode 1 up to 39, and it's been a journey, and thinking about where I started to where I am right now, it's just incredible. Knowing what I know now, I wouldn't have started this thing. But the journey has been remarkable. It's been great, and there's been some stressful moments here and there, and there's been some great moments, and the great moments came from the discussions that I have with the guys, and so I'll just take you through those moments as well. But episode 40 isn't just a number. It represents something deeper. Appreciating the journey and those that gave me an opportunity to sit down with them. People take their sweet time to sit with me, share their journey, in hope that it will get to one person out there, one person to help them to understand that this is a journey and they've made mistakes. They didn't get to a specific level in their career, in their personal life that seems beautiful or seems demure in the eyes of the community. Like, you have to go through challenges, and through challenges, that's when you persevere. So it's about that. Appreciating the opportunity that they sat down with me and shared their stories, and reflecting on things that happened. And do not forget those, oh my God, moments. Like, this did not just happen to me. This did not just happen to me. So I had a couple of those, and I had a couple of those while I'm shooting. So, and it's the latest one that I posted, the episode 39, where, everything just... And you think these rookie mistakes or technical issues, you've way past them, but sometimes they creep in. But the good thing is, you know how to handle them. You just react quickly. So that's the thing about experience. But we'll talk about experience as well later in the episode. So, So episode... it's a milestone. I mean, episode 40, like, I know from the internet, I think the podcast, most of the podcasts worldwide, they die after episode 20. So I have passed that mark. I doubled that mark right now. So it feels good. It's not just a number. It's just not a number. So... And I'm reflecting on the last 15 episodes because I just want to keep you guys in the loop, you know. Just don't think like the 1 hour that you watch is the be all and end all. You know, there's a lot of work that goes behind it. The technical issues, man. When you start, you have to get the lighting correct. You have to get the camera angles correct, and the microphones. The most important one. You just have to make sure they are working. Otherwise, post-production, that's gonna be a lot of work for you. So, so things that you need to watch, and. What this season demanded from me personally, I'm enjoying this, man. I'm enjoying it, and the more you look, the more you find out. So I'm enjoying this. This is my baby, and I'm enjoying it, and So this stretch of episode taught me a lot about people, about content, and about myself. So I learned a lot. Personally, you know, it's like a rocket ship, man. When you start, yes, it requires a lot of energy. But when you're just up there, man, you start smooth sailing until you hit the plateau, and then there's that moment again where you have to land to get out of that wave again, and then, you know, so it's just like that. Every level, there's a new hardship, there's a new learnings, there's a new opportunities. So so let's talk about what went well. So what went well? The variety of professionals and stories. So that one is good, man. This past episodes, I had a lot of seniors coming in. I wasn't expecting that. When I started this, I said like, every 10 episodes, there must be one senior person. So I will focus more on the young professionals. But this time it was a mix of that. I think it was 50-50. I like to believe so, because there's a lot of seniors that I've shot. So it was a good one, having seniors trusting me with their stories, you know, the legacy, the wisdom, the vulnerability that they bring into the podcast. You realize, like, we somehow we idolize these people, and then you see, like, these people are just like us. they have feelings, they put in the work, their work ethic is something else. And for you as a young person, as a young professional, to get to the level, you realize the amount of work that is required, the amount of sacrifices that are required for you to get to that level. You don't just, boom, wake up one day and you're an executive for the company. It doesn't work like that. There's sacrifices that come with it. And yeah, too much is given, much is required. So yeah, I don't know why I said that. So, it's just like when seniors trust you with their stories, you don't take that lightly. And I did not take that lightly. It's the great responsibility and making sure that when you put the content out there, people's names are not are put through the mud because they worked for their career. You don't want to now ask questions or put them on the spot for stupid things, because I'm doing this to help people out there. And in that manner, I make sure as well I do not taint people's careers in bad names or whatever the social media platform is used for these days. So this is not what this is about. This podcast, we are here to inspire, to motivate, and to restore hope in people. So this is what this podcast is about. So if there's some negative energy or you have thoughts about me trying to get something new to spice it up, it's not going to happen. That's not the intent. And that's why I'm doing these reflections again, to remind myself why I started this. Why did I start this? I sit with myself, I sit with myself and ask myself why I started this. Am I deviating from this? Is it something that brings value? Is it something that I use to help the world or help someone out there? This is why I'm doing it. I'm not doing it for clout. I'm not doing it for whatever reasons. Yeah, I don't know. But I'm doing this to help people. And I'm doing it for the young Greg that would have benefited from this. And I know I would have loved to watch this kind of content. I'm creating the content that I enjoy. So I know there's a couple of Gregs out there that would love this. And I know most of the young professionals or youngsters don't go on social platforms to learn or just watch podcasts about self-help. You go there to unwind and everything. But yeah, for those that have been supporting, thank you for that. But again, I mentioned there's a lot of seniors. There are also young professionals that came in. I mean, the hope, the innovation and the hunger that you see in the young professionals that have came into the podcast, how much they want to contribute into the professional world, how much they want to grow, the impact that they want to leave is very tremendous. And it's very lightning to see like someone young wanting to do good for themselves, and hopefully the world doesn't take that light from them, because there are things that are happening in the world and hopefully it doesn't affect them. So yeah. And then looking at the seniors and the gap between the seniors and the young professionals, this taught me that experience is currency. You cannot beat experience. You can have qualifications and everything, but experience is everything. And everyone that comes in has something valuable to offer. I know people are like, oh, I'm young and I have nothing to offer. Everyone has something to offer. There's no way you don't have anything. You have lived your life. You have challenges. You have things that you've come across, and then you have something to offer. I believe that I have something to offer. Everybody has something to offer. Every one of us has something to offer. Believe that. And then talking about still on what went well. So let's talk about the online engagement and growth. There's in the world of podcasting, numbers matter. that for sure. The views and everything, those matter. But what really hit me was people staying in and engaging. I mean, the past, when I started this, I would have a couple of views, one like, and those likes come from people that are close to you. But now I've seen how that has grown. People are supporting, people are reposting, people I get more views, I get more comments, I get more watch hours, and the retention as well has increased. So I'm grateful for that. So support shows up in unexpected ways, and I really appreciate the people that like my content and share it with others. And I can't wait to see what the next chapter has for me. So the online engagement has grown in that way. And looking again at the woman audience growth. When I started, I would have 90%. When I was looking at the analytics, I would have 90% of the guys or the gents watching my content and 10%. So I would wonder, like, what is it that I'm doing that makes female audience not watch my content, only guys? So those kind of questions I posted on social media, like mostly it was TikTok. I was like, hey guys, what is it that I'm doing that women are not watching my content and it only attracts the guys? So looking at the past 10, 15 episodes, that has increased. I've seen at some point where I have the split of 65-35. The guys are still leading, but I really appreciate it. And then, so when I saw women watching my content, I realized it wasn't more casual anymore. So I take this thing seriously because we're not trying to, I'm not targeting a specific audience. I wanted to, this is for everyone. So when I saw that split, I was like, no, man, there's something maybe that I'm doing. Let me look at my content. Let's reflect. What is it that I'm doing? And getting feedback from people out there as well, so they can assist. So and then this was more, this angle was just more on the representation, accountability, and growth. So the ladies that are watching and supporting my content, thank you. I really appreciate it. And let's grow together, man. If there's something that I'm doing wrong, or the representation that I'm doing, or whatever the case, like just tell me on the comments. And if you're not a social media person, you're shy, reach out to someone that knows me or reach out directly to me. I'll really appreciate it. There are a lot of things that people tell me and I implement them. So it will be a great one if also I can get some views or some tips from people out there. So So another one that went well, people reaching out. So there's a couple of people that reached out to me that I should mentor them. The moment when people start asking me to mentor them, I knew this was bigger than me. So people started reaching out like, dude, can you please mentor me? And I just started my career. I'm also a chemical engineer, and I just graduated. I'm doing my internship at this place, and so I'm doing the graduate program at some other companies, and they just want me to mentor them. I got some shout outs and on TikTok and LinkedIn. People reached out to me. They asked me if I can mentor them. So there's a couple of them that reached out, but at the moment I only agreed to mentor one person. So like I said, everyone has something to offer. When these people will reach out to me, I was like, what is it that I'm going to offer at this point? But I realized that there's a lot of people, even the seniors, that's seeing me that I don't see myself. So I'm just going to put myself out there and help out in any way I can. And hopefully, man, it means something to someone out there. So so I realized this content is purpose driven. So I'm not gonna approach it in that angle alone, like this is a podcast. So I'm just gonna do everything that makes sure that to ensure that I inspire people, I motivate them, and I restore hope in them. So that's it. Yeah, and another thing is people reaching out to me how to start a podcast. It's very good to be a reference point, being referred to. I realize people, the seniors, coming and telling me like, hey, my guy, I heard from this person, like that person watches my podcast. I was like, yeah, they say like you're doing this, so I'd like to have get some tips from you so I can start my own podcast. What is it that I can do? What is it that I should look out for? And all those things. So it's helping me. So another point that I originally was like, is balancing helping others while building myself. So yeah, I can build on that. I just went on it. So let's see. Excuse me. The creative and technical wins. So reflecting more on the episode shortly after recording. So yeah, the one thing that I did was I would write emails to myself about what went well with this specific episode, what didn't go well after putting the shot, and what is it that I need to improve. So it's basically this, but I do it on short term. So this is more like a long term because it's after 10, 15 episodes. The other ones is after 2 episodes, then I just write something to myself like, hey, let's reflect it. What went well? Was this a good thing? Do you approach the questions or anything that so I can improvement. So yeah. So if anything, so I told you guys, if anything, this season or this past episodes taught me that experience is everything. Experience beats qualifications every single time. So for example, I didn't do anything related to podcasting, editing, filming, or that kind of industry. I'm not from that. I am in a petrochemical and energy industry. So this is self-taught. Every single thing, videos, work, and then you can have the best ideas, but until you implement them, until you execute, there's nothing that's going to come out of it. The experience comes from execution, not beautiful written ideas on Word or putting them on Excel spreadsheet. It doesn't work. If anything, experience beats everything. Experience comes from execution, and execution starts with a small idea, and then until you put those ideas, you'll never reach your potential. So yeah, so that's why I'm saying experience beats qualification every single time. There is nothing. You have to have experience. And that's why these people that come here into the podcast, they have the experience. They know the journey. They went through that path. So yeah, man, whatever you set your mind to, make sure it's executionable. You don't speak things into existence. Manifesting works if you put in the work. Manifesting don't work if you just all ideas, all talk, all loud. You have to work. You have to put in the work. That's it. So, yeah, man. And sometimes you have to be a little bit delusional. Sometimes after I do something, I was like, whoa, I just did that. I just spoke to this person. I was like, you have to be out of your mind, man. Things like you think they're not good for you. You have to believe in yourself like in a way that is, out of this world. So, but anyway, yeah, just deviating from that. So let's talk about what didn't go well. So how about that? So, there's a couple of things that didn't go well. Let's see. Consistency is easy when people are clear for you. But what if they don't? What if people don't clap for you? What are you going to do? Are you going to stop working because no one is watching or no one is liking your content? Are you doing this for validation? What happens and what is the drive? So like I said, like the recent post that I posted on LinkedIn, I said this thing is built on consistency. P Squared podcast is built on consistency. Is built on consistency, driven by confidence, and guided by Christ. We all do things by faith. So yeah, man, this is it. But what didn't go well? The first one, loss of support. Now let's talk about that. So, when I do these reflections, I tell you guys I'm doing this thing solo and what I should do is solo. I had help, but now I don't have help anymore. So it's just a bit of mix where I have help and I don't have help. And yeah, it's just been a season of ups and downs. So, but the support that I had is no longer there, and is one thing that I didn't expect. It was a low blow for me, and I thought the support that I had was permanent, but it was not. So it stung a bit. So it's just those things, man. I guess they happen, and it was quite a lesson, but a necessary one. So I don't think there's anything I can talk more about that. But the support that I had is no longer there, and so that's one thing that didn't go well. The second one, looking into the technical failures. So there's an episode that you guys watched that I released that never almost got published. Let's put that. That almost never made it out. So so let me just give you a rundown. So while I was shooting, one of the guests' microphone went off, and the good thing is because sometimes it's just me and a guest, so I have a good side of everything. The camera angles, I'll look at that one and check what is happening, and I'll look at that one while the guest is talking, and I'll look at that one and check if it's recording, and I'll look at my script right here and check if the microphone is still picking up, and I'll look at the next question. So everything has to go fast. Like sometimes I'm amazed how all these things I pick them up and how I do things. But okay, back to that episode. So I was shooting one of the guests and the microphone went off, and I was like, oh, okay, let me just get another backup microphone. So I put the one with the arm and everything. Then the arm broke. I was like, flap. Now I have to use two microphones, the one with the clip on and the other one with the arm. And it took time, man. And somehow I lost the footage, the main cam footage. I lost that one as well. And it was just only the two angle cameras. I still went microphone, but and then having issues with the audio sync afterwards. I had 4 audios, so me having to integrate that, and then with the videos and stuff, it's a lot, man. It's a lot, but it was good. That was a good one. So learning from that as well, and so people see the final product and they don't see what almost went wrong. So it's just like me again showing you all these things. It's not always like a clean slate, Some of them they are, some they are not. So I'm just showing people again what goes behind the scenes. That's why sometimes I do the video of like preparing, like showing what's behind and all this kind of stuff. There are negative comments. So if there's anything that I've prepared for when I started this podcast or this series, was negative comments, like people from social media and everything. So when I started, there was no comments and anything. Then now there's a lot of positive comments, and I love people from social media as well. There are people who comment negatively, and then you have people bashing them like, relax, tell them to get off and all that. I was like, oh, I don't have to do anything. There's people out there doing it for me. So it's a good one as well. So growth comes with opinions, and I'm learning what to listen to. So let's see what's next. What's next is, yeah, man. We're going bigger and better. That's for sure. We're going bigger and better, and we're having bigger audience. We are stepping out of the petrochemical and chemical industry. We're going into other industries as well. So we are going bigger and better. We're having bigger conversations, deeper questions, more intentional storytelling, and then how I deliver the questions and how I ask the questions or how I articulate myself. So I'm also trying to improve on that in that area. So yeah, I mean, everything is going bigger and better. Best assured. Best assured. Settle down. Okay. Another thing, going bigger and better, we're investing more into the channel. So I know people, when they say they can invest more into the channel, they're thinking money. So not everything is about money, but I am going to invest more. So if I'm asking for your time, I owe you quality. So the quality of the video, of the audio, I'm looking at all areas how I can improve. Post-production, during production, every single time, how I prepare, being intentional about it. Yeah, so we're investing more into the channel. I mean, we're getting better equipment, better systems, and possibly by the time I do the 100th episode, better location, a central location, but we'll see that one, how that one goes, but we're going bigger. So also, what's next? So collaboration and openness. So I'm not looking out for cloud collaborations. I'm looking for alignment with what I'm doing, alignment with the vision that I have for this podcast. So yeah, so that's what I'm looking out for. I'm gonna be open to collaborating with people, doing the work with other people, and just having a positive impact, man. So I'm open to that. So if you know anyone that is in this line of work and then wants to collaborate and wants to do good, wants to do better and grow and do great things, man, I'm up for that. So yeah, just hit me up and then we can collaborate. I mean, I've been doing collaborations with people now, inviting them to the podcast. So yeah, if you have your own channel and you would like to invite me, and I'll also invite you to my channel, and then we just do this thing, man. So, and then we can bounce off ideas, learn from one another. So yeah. And so collaboration, I mentioned like how it excites me, the kind of collaborations I'm looking for, I mentioned as well. So yeah, and I'm not willing to compromise on the intent of this series. I'm not doing that. So yeah, nothing. But I mentioned like I'm not going to be long with this episode. So in closing, my people, just the reflection and gratitude side. I am thankful to everyone that has been watching this episode. I am very thankful, and this series, this podcast is not there without your support. So I know I'm not doing it more often, but when you're watching this episode, please like, subscribe, comment, because it gets shared to other people and it gets more audience, and I want to see it grow and I want to do something out of this. I mean, there's goals that I've set for this podcast and I would like to see them come through, and that doesn't come through without your support. So I'll truly appreciate your support, subscribing to the channel, watching the videos, all of it, not some of it. I mean, I try to accommodate everyone. I mean, I have the shorts and I have the longer episodes. So yeah, to accommodate everyone. So, but I really like your support, and I'm grateful for those who have been watching, supporting, and yeah, I'm truly grateful, and I want to see this go to the next level. Hi. So this podcast didn't just give me content, it gave me clarity. I mean, there are things that come with doing the podcast. I'm being called a podcaster. I didn't see myself as that person, but I guess it comes with the work that I do. And I always see myself as an engineer. So, but now I'm also a podcaster. But But like I said, most gratitude goes to my people that have been watching. So if you've been watching, quietly commenting loudly or just showing love, this one is for you. Thank you for watching. Especially those that are watching but not liking because you don't want people to know that you're supporting this. I really appreciate that as well. And the guests that have came to the podcast, shared their stories, I am truly, truly grateful for borrowing your time, sitting with me in one of the weekends or during the week. I am thankful for that. And I appreciate it. That's all I can say. And I know whatever that you've shared in this series, it meant something to someone out there. So I'm truly grateful. And I'm grateful to myself as well, to be honest. I'm grateful to myself because despite the challenges and the hiccups here and there, I managed to be consistent. I managed to release more episodes than 2 years ago. So even this year, I'm willing to beat last year's episodes. So I don't know how many episodes I released, like about 20 last year, whatever it was. But I'm willing to put more again this year. So I'm grateful to myself putting in the work. So and episode 40, it isn't the end. It's proof that the journey is worth continuing. So I'm still going hard. I am not giving up. I have never been the person to give up. Once I set my mind on something, I'm seeing it through. So I'm going to see this through as well. And I'm going to get the help. I'm going to collaborate and I'm going to be open-minded. So no man works as an island. So that's what I'm going to do from now on. But man, this is it. And thank you for watching. If you're watching this episode, thank you. And I'll see you in the next one. The next episode is being amazing having this or doing this reflection episode. And like I said, support me, support your boy. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you on another episode. And just like I mentioned, this is gonna be my my theme from now on. P Squared Podcast is built on consistency, driven by confidence, guided by Christ, through and through. Don't get that twisted. From me to you, my people, have a lovely day, and I'll see you at the top. Cheers. Thank you.